Welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, March 22nd, 2017. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. That aircraft cabin ban on large electronic devices that was announced yesterday by the United States on flights originating from 8 Muslim countries on non-American carriers was echoed yesterday by the United Kingdom. Now we find out that it was prompted by intelligence suggesting a terror threat on U.S.-bound flights. The so-called Islamic State group has been working on ways to smuggle explosives onto planes by hiding them in electronic devices. This is according to U.S. intelligence sources telling news outlets. The tip-off was judged by the United States to be substantiated and credible. Phones and medical devices are not affected. European Union chiefs have warned airlines that are based in the United Kingdom, including EasyJet and Ryanair, that they will need to relocate their headquarters or sell off shares to European nationals if they want to continue flying routes within continental Europe after Britain leaves the European Union. Executives have been reminded during recent private meetings with EU officials that to continue to operate on intra-Europe routes, say from Milan to Paris, they must have a significant base on European Union territory, and that a majority of their capital shares must be EU-owned. Once Britain is no longer in the EU, they will not qualify. The development comes days before the triggering of Article 50. It potentially makes it more likely that the carriers will act to restructure with economic consequences for the United Kingdom, including a possible loss of a considerable number of jobs. The rates on most Japanese property catastrophe excess of loss reinsurance treaties look set to slide down further by about another 5% when they renew on April 1st. Japanese renewals are on April 1st. Reinsurers continue to offer concessions to buyers in order to defend their renewal books. The Japanese apparently look to the reinsurance renewals overall, mainly the U.S. And the European Union markets that occur on January 1st, and see what happens, and they think they should get the same. Well, the other rates that incepted and renewed on January 1st dipped by about 5%, so the Japanese, it seems, are getting that much as well. An earthquake has hit Indonesia's resort island of Bali, causing some panic among residents, but there have been no immediate reports of damage or a tsunami. The USGS said the quake was a 5.5 quake, struck at 7:10 a.m. local time today, Wednesday. The Indonesian agency measured the earthquake at 6.4. Sears Holding Company, once the largest retailer in the United States, warned yesterday about its ability to continue as a going concern after years of losses and declining sales. In its annual report that was issued, it said, "Our historical operating results indicate substantial doubt exists related to the company's ability to continue as a going concern." The warning comes just 6 weeks after Sears announced what it called the next phase of its transformation, in which it hoped to reduce costs by $1 billion and cut its debt and pension obligations by at least $1.5 billion. The Sears catalog was an emblem of the post-World War II consumer boom in the United States, but the company has been unable to adjust to the changing retail landscape, including rising competition from Walmart stores. An information technology expert has been charged with hacking into the Revenue Authority in Kenya and stealing $39 million. The 28-year-old Alex Matuku is accused of electronic fraud. He denies any wrongdoing. The prosecution says he's part of a wider network that's stealing money from several high-profile institutions in the African country. And with all the discussion about North Korea and their nuclear capabilities and ballistic missile capabilities, here's interesting news. The North Koreans apparently launched another test missile this morning. This one exploded only seconds after it was launched. This is according to United States and South Korean military authorities monitoring the launch. The launch attempt was made near the city of Wonsan on the eastern coast of North Korea. And according to intelligence sources, it seems as if it exploded right after it took off from a launch pad. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., tomorrow is the vote in the House of Representatives, supposedly, on Speaker of the House Paul Ryan's bill to repeal the Obamacare Affordable Care Act, the health insurance law. President Trump has jumped in with both feet, insisting that the bill be passed. Right now, sources indicate they do not have the votes to pass the bill. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.